Okay, so first of all, can we just agree that Valentine's Day is just a game of capitalism? Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, but honestly, if you're single today, it's totally fine. It's totally fine, and we're gonna talk about why it's fine. Well, hello everyone, first of all, and welcome to this video. This is gonna be an interesting concept because I'm gonna be baking for my neighbor. Don't get your mind in the gutter. She's an old lady who has back pain, and she's the very nicest person ever. And the other day she baked this Dutch pie something. I didn't get the name, but it was absolutely delicious. And now I have an empty plate that I have to return to her. So I thought, what best could it be to just bake something else in return? So, I thought of it as a metaphor for, baking a cake and like being single and being in a relationship. You have to take things slowly, step by step. That's how it works. So I'm gonna be using a lot of metaphors in this video. So if you don't like metaphors, so I just gotta say, you should maybe click off this video. Sorry, this video is not meant for you. And yeah, well, so this recipe that I'm gonna bake is this, which is called also a rotten cake, which doesn't sound nice to give to a neighbor, but it's actually a Portuguese friend of mine gave me this recipe from work because they baked this for my housewarming party, and it was absolutely delicious. And I have to let you guys know also, I don't know if it's a secret recipe, but now I guess it's everyone's recipe, because why not? And while baking it, I want to convince to you and to me that being single is okay. Like, it's totally fine. Like, we don't need anyone in our lives. I mean, eventually maybe, but right now, if you're single, that's alright. Also, if you're in a relationship right now, I'm not telling you to break up or something like that. Don't misunderstand me. This is just that you should take everything slowly and step by step, okay? So just like baking, so just like relationships, everything takes time, and everything has its own time. Like, I could have baked this cake a long time ago, but now is the time for me to bake this cake for my neighbor. Everything in this universe, if you believe that like everything has its own timeline, it doesn't have like, everything will happen on its own pace. And like, you don't rush a cake, you don't like, I don't rush this cake like, oh, eggs, come on, become a cake, come on, become a cake. I don't do this, I add my sugar, and then let's move to this next step. Also, sorry for my pajama pants, but yeah, just gotta embrace the single Valentine's Day vibe. Oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. I forgot to first mix the eggs. I'm a dumbass. I apologize. I'm just trying to focus on the plot, guys. I'm doing it for the plot, guys. Nice and creamy. Okay, before I mix my eggs with the sugar, I have to tell you guys one last story about how I tried to force a relationship and then how I felt. When you just want to get into a relationship just because you feel lonely and you feel like you're missing out on something, right? Because, oh, everybody around you has someone and you don't. What are you not are you not deserved to be loved? Are you not enough? No, this is like, our mind tells us so many stories about ourselves to make us more self-conscious. Because, yeah, obviously, maybe you haven't met the right person yet. Like, then why waste your time with someone who could also potentially be attached to you, you know? And this can cause like a lot of issues for both sides. So I wouldn't recommend doing this. Like, don't mess with your own emotions as well as the person in front of you. This is the lesson. But you have to be sweet as this sugar, because relationships, especially in the beginning when you're getting to know someone, like, I'm not saying don't get to know someone, but you know, like, you know when you know, guys, you know when you know. So don't force it, okay? Be sweet and don't play with people's hearts. Well, yesterday I asked ChatGPT, my bestie, to give me more insight on like being single and how it shouldn't be just forcing your relationships, like going in for relationship after relationship until you just find someone, you know? I don't think that's the case for me, at least. That's what I want to say. And you know what ChatGPT said? It's like, wow, such a great insight. Being single isn't a waiting period for love. It's a phase for growth, self-discovery, and joy on its own. Guys, just enjoy being single while you can. Like me saying this on a Valentine's Day. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. Slay. Okay, no, maybe not slay, but okay, now we mixed our eggs. The change in me is crazy. Okay, also I put on red lipstick to be in the vibe of Valentine's Day. Also, like, I want to share that there's this one occasion that happened to me that I felt like I liked someone, and just because of that I felt like I had to be in a relationship with that person, you know? But no, guys, you know, it's not like when you get to know someone, you don't have to be directly their partners. I'm not talking about situationships and stuff like that. Don't misunderstand me. However, this is just something that you have to experience on your own. But when you know you don't like feel it, don't force it. Even when the person in front of you seems to love you a lot, don't force it, because this has to be two sides, guys. Two sides. Also, for those who are wondering, yeah, this like baking in this outfit is kind of uncomfortable, but we have to stick with the vibe, you know? Yay! Being single is nice. Yay! The next step is to add olive oil. Olive oil. What did I just say? Oh my god, this is becoming so fun. It's crazy. Let's mix it.
Are you dizzy yet?
Okay, now we have a secret ingredient, okay? This secret ingredient it's gonna change the taste so much, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. I have a dietitian friend who told me that you shouldn't cook honey like while baking, because like apparently it releases something, I don't know. So we're gonna cook it anyway because my friend gave me this recipe and it tastes absolutely delicious. So I have to do it. I have to try it. It's so good. You don't even know. And well, you put I will put the recipe below so you can check. But just like honey, you're meant to not cook it. Sometimes some relationships that look sweet can turn toxic. And well, I was not gonna say anything about relationships in this video. Like, with two people who have relationships, but once it gets toxic, I advise you to avoid that. Now let's put some honey in it. Now it's the time for dry ingredients, which is basically flour and baking powder and cinnamon, which also will have a part in how it tastes super delicious. And we'll see it, guys. Okay, now is the time to preheat our oven, which actually I have a metaphor for again, which basically is like, if you are not ready for relationships, which is like preheating the oven, you know, and then if it's like cold, then it's not gonna cook the cake. Eventually, yes, but you'll have to wait in a relationship. Like, it has to wait in the oven for way too long before you actually cook it. You know? You understand? Yeah. Okay, now let's preheat our oven. While preheating the oven, I will pour this batter into a lovely cake holder. Cake holder? I don't know what it's called. It's called, sorry. Okay, it's all bubbly and nice. I hope it cooks well, or else, you know what it means. We were not relationship ready. Even the batter tastes so good. I cannot resist it. I wanna like eat it right now. But you know what they say about things that are not ready. Yeah, don't. Girlies, don't. Boys, don't break those girls' hearts or I'm gonna come for you. Let's put this in the oven, guys. Yeah, my oven doesn't have a light, which means it's working with blindness, which is, oh my god, look at my lipstick. Oh my god, it's so funny. Why didn't any of you warn me, girlies? Okay, so the thing is that I cannot stop laughing. The thing is that if you are blindly going into something, just rethink it a bit, okay? Just rethink it a bit. A couple of seconds, and then you're gonna go to your logic, okay? Setting my timer so it doesn't burn. 30 minutes. My friend said 45 minutes for this recipe, but last time I tried to cook this recipe, I did like accidentally in 200 degrees, which burned the cake, guys. It burned the cake. And you know what I did though, because I hate making food go to waste, so I cut the upper part and I ate the bottom part all by myself. Oh my god, I'm such a weirdo. So while the cake is baking, I really want to actually talk about how media views relationships, how it's just romanticized to have a relationship, and to like, it's like you have to have a relationship, you know, or else you're gonna die alone. Especially like, I know from the Turkish culture that if you're not married by your 30s, you're like, oh, like even old aunties say that, like, oh, she's a stay-at-home wife now. Like, you can meet your person at 40, 50. Who cares? Like, I certainly don't understand this. Obviously, if you want to have kids, which has like a lot of options nowadays as well, so you don't have to, like, if you cannot give birth, you can adopt. The new technologies are also improving, so anything may be possible. So you can even get a robot kid if you don't want, like, if you want someone to control. Who knows? Elon Musk, do it. I gave you a startup idea. Elon Musk, go do it. I mean, he might do it. I don't know. I'm scared of him. But anyways, since when we were little, we are watching these high expectational romantic movies that brainwashed us into thinking that we have to find this perfect person created for us, and we're gonna meet them in somewhere, so like in such a second we're gonna come eye to eye and then we're gonna fall in love. That's not how it works. Sorry, but when I had that feelings, it was 99%, I mean 100%. I was not gonna say like 99%, but then I remember that it's 100%, like one-sided. Okay, but that's because if you don't connect to this person, like in a deeper level, if you don't know them, how are you supposed to love them? Because usually what we feel is, I don't want to say crushing on someone, but usually it's just like that, you know? It's just like, imagine if I like put this cake in the oven, right? Now I want it to cook magically in a second, right? Does it happen in a second? No. Does it happen? No. What we really need is a feminine nomenon. Okay, for those who love chop around, this is for you guys. That's why I used this baking metaphor as this, because it doesn't just happen in a second. Like, even just baking this cake took me a couple of minutes now. I mean, more than a minute, to be honest. Like, and even baking it takes even a longer time, you know? Imagine preparing this cake before the oven stage, being the finding someone stage. And then when you actually find someone, like when you put the cake in the oven, it takes even a longer time, because you have to get to know this person. You have to understand this person. You have to conflict with this person to understand what to do in each situation, you know? Like, mutually understand each other. I don't know why I'm like talking about relationships right now when I should be justifying being single. I mean, yeah, but this is the case. And with being single, I just want to say that life is not just about romantic relationships. It's not all about, oh, I have to deeply connect with this one person. Why don't you deeply connect with all the people around you? Why don't you deeply connect with your friends? Why don't you deeply connect with your family? I think we neglect these parts of our lives so much that we succumb, is that the word? Oh my god, my vocabulary suddenly, like when talking about these things, suddenly increased. We succumb to these feelings of feeling lonely, like feeling like nobody understands us, when actually there are people who understand us. But did we let them understand us, you know? Did we try to connect them in a deeper level? Did we try to connect, like talk about our traumas with our mothers and fathers, to understand them, to have a conversation with them? Like, did we try this? Because honestly, now that I've grown up. Sorry, what do you mean? Okay, shut up. Anyway, now that I'm older, obviously, I have a deeper connection with my family. And now looking back to these old memories, I can understand why they did some things because of some things. It's really nice to understand. Also, like even my friends, like when I talk to them and understand what happened to them and like how they dealt with it and how I could be there for them, you know? It's so nice. It's so nice to have people around you. And it's so nice that it doesn't only have to be one single person, which is your romantic partner. Oh my god, it smells like burning. Oh my god. It smells like burning. I swear if I burn this cake again. It hasn't even been 15 minutes. I swear to god. It's perfectly cooked. Oh my god, but the insides are not cooked. What is this, guys? The insides are still shaky. It looks like a San Sebastian cake. You know, you look at it, look at it. Oh my god, this is going to an unexpected turn, but look at it. It's really shaky. When I put a fork in it, the batter is not cooked. Maybe this is something about the honey. But oh my god, it's for sure not cooked, but I have to put it in the oven again. But I'm scared of burning the top. What to do, guys? I need your help. It's like you can answer me. I don't know what to do. Like give me something, tell me something. Okay, I'm gonna put it in a for a while until the insides somehow magically cook. Awa, 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 awa. I was talking about being single and now it's burning. Is it a sign? I swear it's not a sign. It has to be not a sign. Also, while I'm burning the cake, let's talk about emotional unavailability, which is so important to know because sometimes you feel like you want someone, but then when they give attention to you back, you don't want that person. Which means you never wanted them in the first place. You just wanted attention. You just wanted to feel loved. You just wanted to be like, oh, I'm not unlovable. I'm actually lovable. Wait, does this give you the right to confuse that other person? No. No, it doesn't. And so, when you understand this like emotion, it's so much clearer to act like in the future because now I had this before. I had a work crush. And then so when he like gave this slightly attention to me, I will be like, no, I don't want to. But like, you know? Yeah. That's emotional availability to you. If you relate to this, I think the only thing we have to do here is to act on ourselves. Like, act on ourselves. Like, we have to be open to our own growth. We have to grow ourselves to be in a relationship. Because obviously it would be possible to grow in a relationship as well. Because you mutually can grow each other. But then, if you're not where you are at your life, in a relationship, it's going to be even harder to get to that place. Because if you have dreams, if you have goals that you want to succeed in, a relationship is also so much work. Oh my god, my Aussie accent somehow. A relationship is also so much work. So you have to, I don't want to say you have to choose between your goals and your partner, but you have to make it work somehow because it's not going to be easy. Just let me warn you, because when you're in a relationship, if you are losing yourself, if you're losing your identity, your hobbies, your somethings, then maybe this relationship is not meant for you, because a relationship is meant to grow you. A relationship is meant to, like, just how your friendships and your families created your current personality, right? That's how it should be with relationships. And if it's a bad relationship, then it might grow you negatively, like create more trauma in you and such stuff. But then if not, then you're lucky, because yeah, it's not always that we find someone that we deeply connect with that makes us mutually grow. So I'm gonna just check the cake again, and then we'll see each other. Guys, it's finally cooked. I mean, the baked. This is the final product. So it's a little mushy, and I don't know why this side came out like that. But I'm gonna cut a piece and show you the inside as well. So now it's taste test time, and while doing my taste test, I really want to share my final notes on this video. I also understood something. You know, it looks burnt, but it's probably not burnt. I'm gonna taste it. Not burnt at all. Zero burnt taste. A little burnt taste. Wait. I cannot give my... Okay, I'm gonna give the less burnt part to my neighbor. But like, it's actually super delicious. And I got why it's called the rotten cake now. You're welcome. And my final notes are... So, whether you want to be in a relationship or not, I think everyone feels inside what they truly want. And what we truly should do is not ignore what our insides tell us, okay? If you're not feeling ready, then you're not feeling ready. You don't have to rush yourself. You don't have to rush anything. Just know this. You'll know, you'll know what, like, act on your feelings. Like, sometimes I say act on logic. It's more important. But then with love and relationships, you have to act on your feelings. You cannot be with someone you don't feel comfortable with, And always trust your feelings, always trust your gut. Unless it's someone very toxic and your friends tell you to stay away from him, yeah, stay away from him. And just let me tell you something based on my experience. If you don't act on your feelings, you will lose yourself in that relationships. And been there, done that. Not recommend. Yeah, let's trust your instincts. We'll find someone, guys. Chill. This Valentine's, let's be alone. Let's be single. Let's enjoy this, okay? I'll see you in my next video. I hope you liked this video. Now I'm gonna send a message to my neighbor to see if she can get the cake. And yeah. Okay, I'll see you. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about relationships in the comments below, so we can have a discussion about it. See you. Prison. I hope you liked it. It's my friend's recipe. So I really liked it when he made it, and I really
On
wanted
your
to
own.
make. Yes.
Oh,
I hope you really liked
good.
it. It's with secret ingredient, honey. Yeah,
Thank you. So I can add a little bit better.
No. So you can be better. Your back gets better. So you can be healthy.
That's true. But my clothes are also bad.
Yeah, but
Comes
that
good.
happens sometimes.
Comes good. Nice the color and the
Thank
hair.
you,
Yes,
thank you
that's
so much.
nice.
How are you today?
It's a little bit better.
That's nice.
Every day a little bit better.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really liked
I
it.
think we like it.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah.
Have a good time.
You too.
Nice
Have a nice
evening.
evening.
Bye.
Bye.